President Trump has agreed to hold off implementing tariffs against Mexico for a month. Tariffs of 25% were due to come into effect tomorrow, along with an identical move against Canada and additional tariffs of 10% against China. Mexico has now agreed to send 10,000 soldiers to its northern border with the US, while talks between the two countries continue.
Desde el primer momento, los aranceles.
We agreed that there should be a pause to the tariffs, so in this case we got this agreement. But I explained to him the seriousness of the whole question of arms entering Mexico from the US and also arming criminal groups.
So these conversations with Canada are still ongoing, even though there's been this deal with Mexico. Mark Stone has more now from Washington, DC.
Trump's tariffs form three categories. There are those that are used specifically to pressure other countries to do what Trump wants them to do, to conform with him. There are those that are kind of blanket tariffs, which are to generate revenue. And then there are those that are targeting specific industries or specific countries, because Trump feels like the trade at the moment is offset and is not fair. And these tariffs, the ones announced at the weekend, 25% on Canada and on Mexico, a little less on China, are to make them dance to Trump's tune. And remarkably, as it may be or maybe not, Mexico appears to be doing just that. A phone call this morning between the Mexican leader and Donald Trump, followed by that news conference you just saw there, where in Trump's eyes, she rolled over and said, fine, we will do more. The specific challenge, the specific issue that Trump had with Mexico and with Canada, we'll come on to that in a minute, but with Mexico, is fentanyl, drugs, the illegal drugs trade, this street drug which is causing such devastation to so many American communities, coming over that border, either on drug trafficking or with immigrants as well. And as a consequence, is causing real problems in America. Trump said, deal with it, sort it out, otherwise I'll impose these massive tariffs. They hadn't dealt with it, so he did impose the tariffs, and now they said they're going to deal with it. So it is a sign of the times, I think, in terms of what Trump says he will do. And he's tweeting out now on Truth Social a statement here which effectively says, I won. He says, I just spoke to President Claudia Sheinbaum of Mexico. It was a very friendly conversation wherein she agreed to immediately supply 10,000 Mexican soldiers on the border separating Mexico and the United States. He goes on to say these soldiers will specifically be designed to stop the flow of fentanyl and illegal migrants into our country. It continues, we further agreed to immediately pause the anticipated tariffs for 1 month period while we have negotiations headed by Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, and Scott Bessent, the Secretary of the Treasury, and others as well. And it continues, I look forward to participating in these negotiations with President Sheinbaum as we attempt to achieve a deal between our two great countries. Deals, that is what it's all about for Donald Trump. Negotiations, deals, it is all very simple as far as he's concerned. Do what I want or I'll impose massive tariffs on you.